Come home, it's been long since you've been gone. Come home, without you I feel so lost. Come home, I can't find my way to go, and I don't want to fight on my own anymore. Anymore.
Okay, hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of A Wee Touch of Madness, the podcast brought to you every single week, published by Magnus Records, hosted by me, Loz, the apparent funny man that I tell myself every single week, and it's still not funny. Today, I am joined with Filomena. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. I'm great. And you?
Living the dream and absolutely loving life. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So, I am Filomena Croce, and I am an Italian singer and songwriter currently based in Mexico. Well, I'm quite international because I've lived in the UK, in the Netherlands, and now I'm here in Mexico. And well, my album just came out last week. The album Love Will Come Back. And the single Love Will Come Back came out with an awesome video as well. I am a Master of Music graduate in Jazz and Pop Voice at Artes Conservatorium in Zwolle in the Netherlands. Well, I've traveled a little bit around the world for my music. I sang at the London Jazz Festival, Tomorrowland, which probably many of you know, the EDM Festival in 2019 in Belgium and in the Netherlands as well for the 15th anniversary, where I sang with the Metropole Orchestra, and we supported altogether DJs like Steve Aoki, Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, Netsky, and many more.
So,
And
a
yeah,
very,
just traveling
very
around.
So a very productive music career life, you can say then.
Yes, yes.
So how would
Many,
you
many
just
things.
many things? How would you describe the music that you do to the people out there who may not be aware of what it is that you deliver?
So I'm quite versatile as an artist. So I've done jazz and Brazilian music for many years. So I sing in Portuguese as well,
In
and I've been
Portuguese
to
as well.
Brazil and
You
yeah,
sing in
Portuguese
Portuguese as well.
as well,
Jesus.
like English, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian. I've sung in Hindi as well, in Arabic, whatever
You've
comes.
also sung in Arabic. So you not only sing in English, you also can sing in Portuguese and Arabic.
Well, mostly Portuguese, but
But
I've
most
sung some things in Arabic.
half of my guests can half of my guests can barely speak English, let alone sing it, and yet you can do it in so many other different languages. That is absolutely incredible.
I love languages, apparently.
Apparently you do.
And yeah, but yeah, I'm quite versatile. So I've also sang, for example, at Tomorrowland, so that was EDM. And actually, my album is a pop album. So it's a lot of different things.
We are going to be touching a little bit more on your album later on down the line. So, if everybody at home, if you're listening to this or watching this and you want to find out more, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to be talking quite a lot about it in a little bit. So, obviously, you just mentioned that your newest album came out from the date of this recording, came out a week ago. So, other than that, do you have any other plans musically for the rest of this year?
Yes, I do, but I cannot share them
You
yet.
cannot, you can't even give me a little sneaky peek what you're working on.
Well, there might be even more new music, like newer music, but I cannot talk about it yet because that's something I've learned, like while working on my album, actually. because it took quite a while to come out because I had some problems with my producers. So it was delivered 1 year later than expected.
Right.
So basically, what happened was that it was supposed to be coming out last year in March, so March 2021. But yeah, well, there were problems, and they wanted to have too much control on yeah on the project, and I did not agree. So yeah, and meanwhile I gave some interviews and everything, so I already started promoting. But yeah, what happened was that they wanted too much control, and yeah, in the end it came out now in April 2022. So that's something I've learned not to talk about it,
Fair enough.
once,
No, I get
like
that.
before, I'm
What?
sure.
No, I get
But
it.
there
I
is
completely understand
something
it.
but there is something that I hope it's gonna happen, because when I was so I arrived in Mexico like a month and a half ago. And when I was in the Netherlands, still I was part of a vocal group, Voice, um, and we recorded an LP together, and hopefully that one is coming out for sure.
Hopefully.
But also that one we don't know.
Don't know yet. We will find out when it comes out.
Yeah.
If it comes out, we will find out.
Yeah, actually, like we kind of shot a video for it as well, so it should be coming out. But on that one, I don't have control because it's not, just my own. And
Yeah.
I was there like just singing. So they gave me my part and I had to sing it. For my album, it's different because I'm the only composer, so I'm the only one who took care of it. So then I had, all the power, well, except for my producers. But yeah, so I don't know. That's something that the vocal group has to figure out.
Okay. Well, that's something that they have to figure out. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. So then, what are the influences that got you into making music in the first place? I expect this
In
list to
the
be
first
vast.
place. Ah, well, in the first place, well, I started singing over 20 years ago, so it's a very long time. I was a child. um I don't know, I just that I remember there was an audition at school, and I participated and I passed it. um and then I started singing. I never stopped. So I don't really know about first place, but for sure, uh, regarding my own music, I was influenced by Christina Aguilera a lot, especially for regarding my lyrics,
Mm,
because most of my songs have very powerful and positive messages, and that's something that she had a lot for sure. For example, Stripped, her album.
yeah, I remember
um,
that album.
yeah, I love that. I was like a teenager, an early teenager, and I think that got stuck in my head somehow. So when I started writing for this album, well, it was also because I was living up a moment of personal growth and everything in that moment. But then I also realized that there was also something in my brain that was coming from my early early times in music, so
Yeah.
I got influenced by her for sure.
See, now I like that. I quite like that answer. That very in depth way that you kind of explained your influence. I really like that, and I enjoyed the story that you just said with it, like listening to the lyrics and like the strip album just really brought into focus for you to pursue music. I really enjoyed that answer. I like that one.
Oh, thank you.
See now, with throughout your entire music career, like you did mention briefly that you were part of a singing group in the Netherlands, and they're doing an LP and all that. So my question is, if you could do a collaboration with anybody in the world, who would it be, and why is it me?
Why? Um, uh, who would it be? Well, there is someone that I've always wanted to sing with, but he
It's me,
passed.
isn't it?
It's you.
It's me. I get it. I understand.
But yeah, yeah, because I sing Brazilian music a lot. Um, so someone I've always wanted to play with was João Gilberto, uh, who was actually the founder of Bossa Nova. But he passed a few years ago, so that's not possible anymore. But Chico Buarque is still alive, so that would be really nice.
Well, hopefully one day you will get that chance to do a collaboration with them.
Yeah, well, I hope to go back to Brazil soon. I've been to Brazil in 2015.
Jesus, is there anywhere where you haven't been?
I haven't been, well, to the US, not yet. No, but I'm very close by now, because I'm in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it would be really nice. But that's also one of the reasons why I moved to Mexico, because it's so close by and I've always wanted to go to the US.
So can you explain to me and to the people out there what your creative process is like when you create your music, when you get your idea to when you finally get it out there to the people?
The creative process. Well, it just happens. I just sit on a piano and I start playing chords. And well, actually it depends on the songs, because some songs um started like that, really just me sitting on a piano and just playing chords, and then afterwards everything else came by. But other songs have started just with lyrics. For example, I was thinking of lyrics, something happened maybe, or I was feeling something very intensively, and I started writing. Or other songs just start with a melody in my head, but it all happens. Uh, it's not planned most of the time. It just happens that my head has some ideas.
Just
And
some idea.
I don't really know. Sometimes I'm washing dishes and I think of things. I'm walking on the street and I'm thinking of things.
That usually what happens when you walk about. You do tend to think about things. So never mind.
Oh yeah, I think about things all the time.
Right, well, we are going to take a quick 3-minute break here, everybody. We're going to play one of Filomena's songs for you for this little break so you can get an idea of what this artist brings to the table. And when we come back, we will be asking a few more questions. So if you want to stick about for that, then great. So we will see you in 3 minutes.
Is it because I have a voice? Because I love my life and make it my choice? Really does letting people down make you feel better? No matter your failures or what you lose, being a good person is series ahead. I'm just walking away with a smile on my face because I love myself. To all people like me, they'll say you're not enough, it's not gonna work. But why would they try to shine if they didn't feel threatened? Trust me, you're stronger than you think. You'll flourish, you'll thrive, you'll be vigorous. If you're deaf to the nonsense, it will get much better. I was let down, mistreated, betrayed but never defeated. I ain't gonna let in your no more, no more. I'm not seeking revenge. I'm just per series ahead. I'm just walking away with a smile on my face because I love myself. Whoa, 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 betrayed but never defeated. I ain't gonna let in your no more, no more. I'm not seeking revenge. I'm just per series ahead. I'm just walking away with a smile on my face because I love myself. I try to fix it again and again, but my patience has come to an end. Remember, if you spread love, you'll find that love will come back. Love will come back to you.
Let me know what your thoughts are of that song by either leaving a comment or a little voice note on Spotify. Let me know. I want to know your thoughts. So, everybody, let's get back down to the questions.
Yeah.
Now, Filomena, what is the one thing that you know now that you wish you could have told yourself at the start of your music career?
Um, uh, I don't know. I don't really know. No, I don't know. No.
You don't know. You don't know. Shall I move on? Yes. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Where can our listeners connect with you online if they want to check out your music or just to say hello?
Well, my album is available on all digital platforms, so from Spotify to Deezer, Apple Music, anywhere, basically. Um, and well, you can find me on YouTube as well, Filomena Croce, and there you can also listen to the other genres that I sing. So not only my album, but also like videos from a few years ago as well. And then you can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. A bit everywhere.
A bit everywhere. Fair
But I
enough.
cannot hear you anymore. Ah, okay. You
So basically everywhere.
were not moving.
Oh, I think we've got some great stuff for the outtakes. So, what is the message you would like to give to your fans out there if they're listening to this?
Well, a very important thing is not to give up, for sure, when you have a dream. I had the dream to put my music out into the world, because I've sang jazz standards for many many years. um, but I got to the point in which I wanted to deliver my own music as well. And it was a very long and difficult journey, um, because, well, I said a few things about it earlier. Um, but at some point, I thought that I wanted to give up, but then I didn't, because this was my dream. So I fought for it, and finally it's here. So don't give up. Even when
Don't
you
give
feel
up.
like you really want to, don't
Yeah,
do it.
I like that. That's
And
really good
believe in
advice.
yourself. Please, whatever people tell you.
I like that. That is really, really good advice. I like that. Right. So I think we are going to move on to the difficult part of the interview. I'm going to ask you some difficult questions. Uh, so I hope you're ready for it.
I'm losing you.
I said we're going to move on to the difficult part of the interview now. So I'm going to ask you some difficult
Oh my God,
questions,
what's the.
and I hope you're ready. Are you ready?
Oh my God, but I don't know what they are about. So I feel anxious now.
Good.
What is it?
Right. As a woman, have you faced any difficulties in getting into the music industry?
uh, I don't know if it's getting into the industry, but um, I feel like how I was treated while working on the album, was it because, at least partly, because I'm a woman. And I think maybe if I were a man, it would be different, because, uh, like I said, I had two producers, and yeah, well, they were trying to take control of my project. Basically, they wanted me to rewrite completely all my lyrics um, in Italian, and I didn't want to, because they are in English. And I don't know, the way in which they talked to me, like, they really put me down at some
Mm.
point. um, I feel like it might also be because I'm a woman. Probably if I were a man, it would be, different. Then I don't know for sure, but it might be because they felt they had more power or something. I don't know.
Or
It
maybe
might
they
be.
were just simply assholes.
It can also be.
That could possibly it. They could simply be simply assholes who have no idea how to act around a strong woman with
I'm
clear
losing you
ideas.
again, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I really knew what I wanted. Like, my ideas were very clear. I really knew what I wanted,
Mm.
but they didn't respect my decision.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you had to go
So
through
I
that.
really had to look for, someone else.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on the music industry as it stands today then? Do you think the music industry is now as it stands today? I mean, what are your thoughts on it? What are your thoughts on the matter?
Uh, well, I don't really follow. Like, I just think what I want to do myself, and I don't really care about if it really matches how the music industry is right now. And I've got some critics, like, about this. I've been criticized um, about this, opinion that I have, that I don't really care how it is. Um, also while working on the album, because I've been told that my music was I how can I say it, a little bit um old fashioned, or it's like not very updated
Bit old
to
fashioned.
modern days. Like
Right.
not really
Okay.
updated to modern days, let's say it like that. um but I
Yeah.
didn't care. I don't care. And you know,
Wait,
people
yeah.
love it.
Why
I've
should you
received
care?
so many.
Right. So, Philomena, if there was one thing about the music industry that you had the power to change, what would it be and why?
uh, what would I change? Well, it's really male dominated, for sure. There are not many women instrumentalists, for example. So I work with men almost all the time, almost never with women. I would really love to work with women. Well, not that I feel bad working with men, of course, they are really nice people. And
Good
I choose
save.
my musicians carefully as well. So they are all really great people. Um, but I also miss working with women, I guess.
So you choose who you work with, and whoever you work with, they're all great people. So, such as myself, then I'm a great person,
Yes,
and you
yes.
chose to work with me on this podcast. I'll take that.
Take it as a compliment, you know, that
I
I'm
will. I
here.
will. I will take that as a compliment. So we are now coming up to the end of the interview. So I've got a couple more questions for you. Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell us something about yourself that your fans wouldn't know?
Oh, that my fans wouldn't know. What could I say? There are some noises. um, what could I say? Mm, oh my god. My height is 1 meter and 50. I mean 150. What else can I say? Like my shoe size in Italy is like the smallest of the adults in the adult section. And in the Netherlands, it was so difficult to find shoes for me, because in the Netherlands they are all very big people, and uh, because of that, it was very difficult for me to ride bikes. Because once I got a bike as a gift from one of my teachers, and it was her daughter's bike. She was 11 years old, and yeah, my teacher, so her mother, decided to give away her bike because she was growing up, you know, and that bike was too big for me. I had to sell it.
Oh wow.
I couldn't touch, you know, the pavement, the ground
Mm.
with my feet. I felt in danger, so I had to sell it. So yeah, I'm so small in the Netherlands.
Okay.
These are the first things I thought of, but they're very funny, I hope.
Yeah. So, what is the one thing that you wish could exist that doesn't at the moment?
In general,
Mm.
oh my. Um, yeah, actually, a couple of things I can think about, like how to eat without, you know, putting on weight, for example. That's something that it would be nice. Just eat and eat whatever you like without putting on weight. Uh, and then also how to make money without having to work.
Now that
Really?
I like that one. I really
Yes.
like that one. How to make money without working. I like that. I wish that one was a thing.
I mean, I love working because it gives my life a meaning, but still, sometimes it's really heavy, right?
Yeah.
So it would be nice to just, sometimes not having to do it.
No, I feel you. I get you on that one, 100%. Right. So let's talk about your album now.
Yes.
Now you said that obviously it took a little bit longer to come out, uh,
Yeah.
because of some asshole producers. You didn't specifically say asshole. I did.
No, I didn't say.
I did though, because of some asshole producers. Other than those dickhead producers, what did you have fun creating this album, and what was the most fun you had on a single song that you done for that album?
Um, well, I had fun recording my backing vocals for sure. That was really, really fun because I love, harmonies. Um, because I've done a lot of backings like early in the days, like many years ago. Um, so I loved singing backing vocals for myself and come up with new harmonies. Um, and well, also just recording, it was fun. Um, Writing as well. I don't know if it was fun, but it was useful for me because it helped process some feelings, some things that happened. Um, but yeah, recording backing vocals, that's probably the most fun.
Fair enough. Now, everybody, if you haven't heard Philomena's album, highly suggest that you do. Or, in fact, I will have the link to her Spotify down in the description so you can check it out. It is available everywhere, it's available on all the streaming sites, but I'll have the link to her Spotify down in the description so you can check it out. And if you leave her a little message on her social media, just tell her that Loz from A Wee Touch of Madness says hi. So that way she knows that it's from me that you guys are coming from. So for me, we're running out of time. So the last couple of questions I've got for you is: have you had fun doing this with me today?
With you, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is still because we're still talking, right? Really, really fun. A little bit of anxiety because I don't know like about the questions that you're going to ask me. You're like the most difficult bit is coming, like, oh my god. But yeah, it's really fun.
Would you like to come back on the show then?
Yes, if you
Yeah.
invite me.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, everybody, you heard it there. Philomena wants to come back on the show. So, all of you at home, you know exactly what that means. The next time I get her on, the most ridiculous, the most messed up, the most fucked up question you can think of, I want to know. Put it down in the comments or leave me a voice note on Spotify. Next time I get Philomena on, I will ask her those questions. And don't be shy. I want to know
So
what those
even more
questions are.
anxiety.
Even more anxiety. Now, Philomena, have you seen any of my previous shows?
I'm guilty. I haven't.
So you don't know what my very last question is.
No. So do I need to
Finally,
be scared?
finally, because the last few guests I've had have prepared themselves by watching my episodes to find out what they're getting into. So the fact that I get to catch a guest off guard is going to make my day.
Oh my god.
Now, this question I'm going to ask you: you've done have you done many other interviews and podcasts before this? Of course, you have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got many more interviews and podcasts planned for after this?
I have a few.
Okay. Well, this question that I'm going to ask you is so incredibly important that when you do those other interviews, you'll be like, you know what? He was right. That was an incredibly important question. How come no one else asks me that? How come no
Hmm.
one ever asks that question to every single guest every week that they have on? Do you want to know what the question is?
Well, I guess you're gonna ask me anyway,
Yes. The
even if
question,
I don't want to.
even if you don't want to. The whole point of the show is to make my guest feel uncomfortable.
I've noticed. Yeah, but it's fun though.
Thank you. I'm glad you're having fun. So, do you sing in the shower? And if you do, what do you sing?
Oh, well, that's not uncomfortable. I not all the time, but yes, I do. And well, it might be different things because, as I said, well, I'm quite versatile, so it's like many things in my head, different genres. Also, for teaching, I might also have, some students' songs in my head. So it's not always something I sing anyway.
Mm.
So it can be anything. It could be Queen even, that I don't usually, sing, but that can be there, or it can be something I sing as well. It can be my own songs. It can be, I don't know, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, anything,
Any of them? Any
anything,
of them.
whatever comes to mind. There is something quite interesting about me, actually. Um, my friends called me the human jukebox because when people talk and when they say whatever word, just my mind thinks of a song. Well, it's not that it happens all the time, of course. Now, if you ask me, I will feel so under pressure. I don't know if it's gonna work, uh, but it happens many times. People say something, and my head just comes up with a song,
See, now
whatever
that is
song.
a challenge for all of our listeners, like for everybody watching this at home, for everybody listening to this at home. The next time I get Filomena on, that could be the question. What is the words that you want her to make up a song for? Because I kind of want to know now.
That I think of, whatever song that comes to mind that already exists, of
Yes.
course.
Right. Well, everybody, that was Filomena on with me today on A Wee Touch of Madness, the podcast hosted by me, Loz, published by Madness Records. I hope you all enjoyed the episode with me today, and I hope to catch you all on the next one. And as always, each episode is going to be a blast because you know me, everybody. I like to make my guests feel uncomfortable. I like to insult a lot of my guests. That's why a lot of you
Not
keep coming
me.
back to it. No, not you. No, I'll get you on the next one. Don't worry. In the meantime, I hope everybody enjoyed the episode and I hope everybody stays safe out there. If you want to find out any more updates about what I am doing with the show and who I've got coming on, or if you want to find out about previous episodes that I've done, follow me on my social media, We Touch of Madness on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you send me a message or if you want to come on the show, I will always happily respond to every single comment that I've got out there. In the meantime, everybody, you know it's coming. I know it's coming. So let me just do it. Stay sexy and don't get murdered. I will catch you all next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Come home, it's been long since you've been gone. Come home, without you I feel so lost. Come home, I can't find my way to go, and